Yeah, I mean, if you improve things like power, roads, transportation, and how people get items across the board, yeah, the whole e-commerce and even just movement of goods within country, and people willing to move goods from overseas into Nigeria, I think would be significant. So it will definitely um, be very positive for a company like mine. But I mean, to talk about I guess broadband and the significance of broadband in Africa, I do think some people may be underestimating that leapfrog theory, because even Nigeria, about 4 years ago, was on 3G.
Yeah.
Before the U.S. was on 3G. I mean, and they moved to LTE way before the U.S. did. So you're talking about, a continent that's really trying to be way up front and just trying to be the best of the best.
Just based on my own reporting, there's a couple of data points I think are interesting to that question. One, I started out in Asia where I was an energy reporter, and at one point I was writing about Korea. It's now a very advanced society. In 1960, the UN stats on energy consumption there included burning wood as a source of energy for the country. It was about 6 or 8%, as I recall. That ends. Like, you do start at a low level, and so 20% broadband. Then it's 22, and then it's 24. Yes, that's a snapshot in time. You need to look at longer term. It's 20% now. Used to be 10 or 0, right?
Yeah.
But mobility is perhaps, in my experience, an even more important dimension of this, in part because of distribution. There are hundreds of thousands of phones in all sorts of places. The farthest reaches of Congo, Cameroon, deep places have connectivity now, and that's a deep change. And once those networks were set up, people started hacking at a level you just couldn't see. I know a guy in South Africa who got inside the signaling. I'm going to geek for a minute here. He got inside the signaling systems between cell towers, which is very, very small. Like, it's not broadband, okay? It's like super thin band. And inside that was able to nest information about prenatal health care that women can access with pretty primitive cell phones, because he had access and he exploited it to a maximal level you wouldn't encounter in a developed country. And you get these kind of interesting surprises where that's concerned.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. It's when you're lacking, of